And we begin tonight at 6 with a hot day across central Indiana.
Angela has a look ahead for what we can expect tonight and into tomorrow as we look live downtown. Looks good.
It looks good, and I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised. Overnight temperatures in the 50s tomorrow morning, so we're going to get a little break from the high heat, high humidity that we've been dealing with, and a break from the heavy rain, too. We had another round move through late last night and early this morning. Radar is pretty quiet locally. I've been tracking a couple of showers north, but those really continue to fall apart. And really, the threat of severe weather is north and east of us, moving through parts of eastern Ohio into western Pennsylvania, and then the northeastern sections of our state up through portions of eastern Michigan. None of that headed our way this evening. Temperatures will stay on the warm side all the way through 8 p.m. We're into the 70s, dropping into the 60s once the sun goes down, and then eventually, as skies clear, we've got a cooler, more comfortable air mass overhead. That'll drop us down into the 50s. 7 a.m. 54 will climb through the 60s mid-morning, 70s by noon, and highs tomorrow afternoon only in the low to mid 70s. However, we've got that mild day, but we also have the return of some wildfire smoke. So keep that in mind, especially if you suffer from upper respiratory problems. We expect this to be dense at times tomorrow afternoon. You will be able to see that smoke and haze in the sky on Tuesday.
Thanks, Angela. Tonight, neighbors living next to a Kroger on Indy's near north side say they are over the violence.
All of this comes after the store was shot up on Sunday. This is the third time that shots have been fired at this location since August. Our Ashton Hackman shares tonight what happened and how neighbors are now reacting.
Boards cover up the shattered glass doors to the Kroger store on East 16th Street. The store is reopened, back to business as usual. On Sunday, Metro Police said a disturbance between multiple people ended in gunfire. No one was shot, but the shooting damaged the storefront. It is the third shots fired call at the near north side Kroger in the past year. In March, a person accidentally fired off their gun in the parking lot. Last August, a person was critically injured after someone fired at least 11 shots in the same parking lot. The gun violence not stopping neighbors coming to the store for groceries.
I'm still gonna come here regardless. Yeah, it's just my store. It's a night. This is my little store I go to. It's a cool little store, but sad that stuff be happening around here. This is a peaceful area over here, so I don't know why that happened.
Random.
Yeah, that was random.
Kroger says they are working with IMPD to address the shooting, adding in a statement, quote, ensuring a safe and welcoming environment for associates and customers will always be a top priority and continue to guide our decisions. That shattered window is now boarded up and this Kroger is back up and running. Metro Police have not made an arrest. They're asking anyone with information to give them a call. In Indianapolis, Ashton Hackman, 13 News.
Okay, thank you so much, Ashton. And now we have that shocking video from inside an Avon restaurant that captured a massive brawl that broke out. It left customers, workers, and investigators wondering how something like this could happen. Our Logan Gay spoke with a mother who saw it unfold and now shares what started it all.
That video taken inside this Texas Roadhouse has got a lot of people talking on social media. And one woman who was there at the time says the whole thing was frightening.
It was just insane. I don't even know how long it lasted, but it felt like forever.
Amanda Polly is talking about the moments she hid her daughter underneath the table and protected her other two children in a booth in Texas Roadhouse in Avon. Her husband was protecting their table from a brawl that broke out in their section.
There was a guy yelling at a girl, and then all we seen was like a drink fly, and then punches started. And then from what they had said, there was two graduation parties there, and they were sitting like across from each other. So that whole back area was filled with just two families.
In this video given to 13 News by a different customer, you can see plates being smashed, glass and silverware being thrown, and even a young woman who appears to be bleeding. Polly says the entire incident left her feeling helpless.
Like, that was my first thought is, please God, like, please don't let anybody have a weapon right here.
Once the police arrived and things were clear, she says her kids left the restaurant hungry and traumatized.
They were just so scared. All they wanted to do was go home. They were shaking, they were crying.
In all, Avon police say several people were injured in this fight. Polly and her family frequently eat at this Texas Roadhouse. She says she hopes this was a one-time thing.
And I would have never, ever thought. And that's what I told the employees walking out. I said, I hope that changes your party policy, because you put all of us in danger sitting two large groups together that took over that whole section of the restaurant.
13 News reached out to Texas Roadhouse Corporate about if they're making plans to change policies to better protect staff and customers. They sent this statement to 13 News that reads in part, "We do plan to have additional police presence and security as we continue to review this incident in Avon."
It was just insane. All those people around got put in the middle of it because of two families choosing to fight.
Avon police is asking for help identifying some of the suspects who fled from the scene. If you have any information, they ask that you contact them or Crime Stoppers. In Avon, Logan Gate, 13 News.
Tonight here in Indianapolis, the City County Council is meeting for the very first time ever since the release of that report into harassment allegations against Mayor Joe Hogsett's administration.
That report's findings are not on the agenda tonight, but other key items are up for a final vote. Our Alex Almanza joins us live tonight from the CCB. So, Alex, what is expected to happen tonight?
Well, the elephant in the room is most likely unavoidable. Independent investigation's findings are still fresh on the minds of many people. A law firm investigating Hogsett's handling of sexual harassment allegations into former Chief of Staff Thomas Cook. Now, that report found that his administration acted in legal compliance, though some counselors are not happy. Some Republicans today are asking questions like why Hogsett's text messages were omitted from the report and why investigators didn't use subpoena powers. We also saw a second Democrat last week calling on Hogsett to resign, also asking for more transparency. There's also a possibility we'll hear public comment on that. But meanwhile, on the agenda, a final vote will be held on a proposal to allocate more than $27 million in extra income tax revenue toward various city departments. So a large part of that going toward DPW's road improvement and snow removal efforts. Republicans have pushed back on Proposal 164, saying it has things constituents aren't even asking for, like a home repair program. Now, amendments could be brought up on that tonight. Democrats, meanwhile, say it addresses various basic quality of life issues and basic needs around our county. So definitely set up to be a busy meeting tonight, but hopefully a productive one.
All right, Alex Almanza reporting live for us tonight from the City County building. We'll have a recap of what happens there at that meeting tonight here on 13 News at 11. Thank you, Alex. And right now on the west side, there's a rally at Indianapolis International Airport. This is to push back against President Trump's travel ban.
So these are live pictures out of that event. The ACLU organized this rally alongside groups like Exodus Refugee Immigration and Indiana Muslim Advocacy Network. Indigo just announced the first set of closures and detours as work begins on the Blue Line.
Starting next Monday, a stretch of Washington Street is closing between White River Parkway and Belmont Avenue. The closure is set to last about 6 months as the crews build new storm sewer lines there.
Only the westbound lanes are impacted. Drivers can use White River Parkway, Michigan, and Holt Road for detours. In fact, we've got all the detour info right now, all posted right now on WTHR.com/SeenOn13.
Tomorrow, IMPD is briefing us on security plans for the NBA Finals. The Pacers will be hosting the Thunder at the Fieldhouse Wednesday and Friday. That will be games 3 and 4. Thousands of people will be coming into Indianapolis, and IMPD now is working with state police, EMS, and of course the fire department to make sure everyone stays safe. That security briefing will start at 10:30 in the morning, and we will bring you all the big takeaways, what you need to know as you navigate downtown this week, starting here on 13 News at noon.